The first one is when you're starting a startup in the earliest days, your biggest competitor is you don't make anything people want. Like your company's likely to die just because people don't actually care as much as you do about what you're building.
Right. Yeah.
In the later days, you actually have to be very thoughtful about competitive strategy. And I'm curious, what would be your advice to companies that have product market fit, that are starting to grow, they're in interesting growing markets?
Well, there are all kinds of ways to think about competition. We prefer to position ourselves in a way that serves a need that usually hasn't emerged.
I've heard you or others in NVIDIA, I think, use the phrase $0 billion markets.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, it's our way of saying there's no market yet, but we believe there will be one. And usually when you're positioned there, everybody's trying to figure out, why are you here? Right? Because when we first got into automotive, because we believe that in the future the car is going to be largely software. And if it's going to be largely software, a really incredible computer is necessary. And so when we positioned ourselves there, most people, I still remember one of the CTOs told me, you know what, cars cannot tolerate the blue screen of death. I don't think anybody can tolerate that, but it doesn't change the fact that someday every car will be a software-defined car. And I think 15 years later, we're largely right. And so oftentimes there's non-consumption, and we like to navigate our company there. And by doing that, by the time that the market emerges, it's very likely there aren't that many competitors shaped that way. Mm-hmm. And so we were early in PC gaming, and today NVIDIA is very large in PC gaming. We reimagined what a design workstation would be like, and today just about every workstation on the planet uses NVIDIA's technology. We reimagined how supercomputing ought to be done and who should benefit from supercomputing, that we would democratize it. And look, today NVIDIA's in accelerated computing is quite large. And we reimagined how software would be done. And today it's called machine learning, and how computing would be done, we call it AI. And so we reimagined these kind of things, try to do that about a decade in advance. And so we spent about a decade in $0 billion markets. Mm-hmm. And today I spent a lot of time on Omniverse, and Omniverse is a classic example of a $0 billion business. And
there's like 40 customers now, something like that.
Hey, Amazon, BMW.
So let's say you do get this great 10-year lead, but then other people figure it out, and you got people nipping at your heels. What are some structural things that someone who's building a business can do to sort of stay ahead? And you can just keep your pedal to the metal and say, we're going to outwork them and we're going to be smarter.